What is up? It's your boy Wildcard Mar in the building. Detroit Mail, the man with the grand master plan for the I.O.W. network to my left.
What up, though?
I think big homie Nick Shine is getting labia reconstructive surgery. So do not know if he will be joining us today.
That takes time.
Yeah, that takes a lot of time. Well, it takes a lot of time for healing. You need that labia healing. So he gonna get me for that one. I don't care. It's like
it's a lot of skin that we pulling over.
No. Have you seen them little shorts where it's a chick, it's a guitar on the floor, and she tripped, and she's wearing a sundress. And all you see is a piece of bologna plucking at the guitar.
I had to take a piece of the stomach and make a part of the coochie.
No.
Is that coochie stomach?
What's up, Carl? How you doing, bro? How you doing, man?
What up, Carl?
But no.
Is that coochie stomach?
You know, chill out.
He ain't here today. I don't care. I mean, I'll say if he was here anyway, but still.
Well, look.
Hey, first he had pink eye, and I ain't trying to get pink meat.
Look, y'all, before we start getting out of control, you know how male do. You know how male do.
This guy. Y'all
going over to the YouTube page. That's where all the content is at for all I.O.W. sports. Whether it's the day show like today and Thursday,
right.
or the late night owl edition. It's there on YouTube. A pop-up show, Wildcard Mar, quick Wildcard rant, Moneyline with Nick Shine. It's all there at YouTube. See it scrolling on the bottom of the screen.
All right.
Go to YouTube, type in I.O.W. Sports Network. You can always follow us on Instagram. So take the time out, stop looking at those Instagram models, and go see what kind of content we dropping. That's what we use the Instagram for.
What is she showing on there?
Yeah, what's she doing? What's she doing? Anyway, also if you're on Twitter, take the time out from playing with the tweeters and tweeting.
Is that how I go? You're just making up language.
Yeah, I'm just making up shit as I go. It is what it is. Definitely follow us on Twitter, I.O.W. Sports 1. That is our Twitter address. Same, use it for the same reason as Instagram. Just to give you guys an update what kind of content we about to drop.
Right.
And snippets just to get your podcast senses tantalizing just a little bit.
Just to get you wet.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Prepare for the tip. Prepare for the tip. Prepare for the tip. Prepare for the tip.
Just a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl. Just a little bit. Anyway, before we start acting a fool for real, definitely going over to the Facebook page, I.O.W. Sports Network.
Right.
That is where everything is out for the public. So you, fan of sports, you can have a chance to drop your own takes. You can drop funny sports memes. If you are a content creator,
right.
You create a sports podcast, any type of other podcast. We emphasize on the word network. So go ahead, drop your content, let people know what you got going on, especially if you're a small business. You got a lot of people. I mean, that page is growing fast. We opened it earlier this year in January. It's May, and we're almost at 300 people.
Right.
So that's pretty big. That's pretty huge for us. It's been real cool. Fun ride.
Right.
And then if you pay attention on the bottom of the screen, you see that Cash App, I.O.W. Sports Network. Send $30 to that Cash App. Send us an address. And you see these official I.O.W. Sports hat that me and Detroit Mail are rocking.
Right.
They so exclusive. So exclusive. And the only way you get it is you got to drop $30 to that Cash App on the bottom of your screen.
Well, big ass.
Damn, boy, you give away anything for a big old butt, boy.
Thought you knew. I was like, normally I don't do this, but
I see what you got
I
back
see what
there.
you're working with.
I see what you got back there. You want an exclusive hat?
Oh, you want the combination platter? That's hat and dick.
That's gonna be $40, not 30. 40.
$40.
Yeah, 30 for the hat, only 10 for the other thing.
Hey,
Damn, boy, you giving away for damn near free, boy.
Hey, as long as I'm stroking, I don't care.
You stroke it.
Right.
You stroke it. Yeah. Get your hat.
Like, your hat, nigga.
Anyway, let's hop in the comments, see who we got joining us today. Obviously, we already said what's up to Carl. Man, glad you hanging in there. We hanging in there too, brother. But look, let's get down to business. What we came here to do.
What we come here to do?
We came here to talk sports, dog.
Oh, that's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, is it? There is a lot to talk
I needed
about.
Nicky. I had a topic for him.
Oh, you had a topic for him?
But go ahead.
All right. Well, there's one thing that was kind of bothering me and driving me crazy.
What's that?
And I know we talked about it.
Oh, wait a minute.
What's up?
I got to get this off my chest.
Oh, you got something off your chest you need to get off. Oh.
So I was watching
Okay.
I was watching the sports show.
Yeah.
And somebody in Nashville want to call Nashville
Hockey Town?
Hockey Town.
Ooh, that's disrespectful.
Do they know?
Oh, they must not know.
They didn't know?
They must not know.
Question on for
Word. Oh, so you set this up.
Set this up.
Oh, you had this brewing for a minute.
First of all,
okay.
it's only two other teams that have more championships than the Red Wings. That'll be the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens.
And they old school.
And there's no other team inside the United States that have more Stanley Cup
victories
than the Red Wings.
Yeah,
They got 11.
Facts.
Only ones that come close will be the Chicago Blackhawks. And I think the Bruins, they got 6.
Yep.
We got 11. We almost lapping them. Nashville?
Hockey Town?
How many do y'all have?
0.
Oh, okay.
0.
Okay.
I think they only got one Stanley Cup playoff appearance.
And they lost that.
And they lost that.
And they call y'all practice town.
Ooh. What's up, man?
What up, though, man? Oh, we disrespected the Red Wings like that. Call Nashville Hockey Town.
Ooh. Hey, I get what you're saying. I feel you.
All right, what you got?
If you're talking about the full longevity of NHL success, Detroit is Hockey Town. Man, if you're talking about longevity of success, period, as a franchise in NHL, yes, Detroit is Hockey Town.
But our defenseman,
I get what you're saying.
Our defenseman,
but if you're going by like
has
right
more
now,
goals than they forward.
You'll stop.
Our defenseman.
Yeah, but they in the playoffs
that's
though.
Nick Lindstrom.
Where y'all at though?
Doesn't matter.
Where y'all at though?
Doesn't matter.
I get what you're saying.
Doesn't matter.
Look,
they still not Hockey Town.
Okay.
They gotta prove themselves to be Hockey Town.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Just saying.
I know. Ain't it? You know, there's some feathers that been ruffled because Nashville said that shit. I know. I get it. You supposed, it's Detroit versus everybody. I get it. I understand.
I wouldn't have been mad if Chicago would have said it.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I wouldn't get mad if the Brewers would have said it.
Nah, you wouldn't have been happy if Chicago said that.
I would. Let me say this. I would be upset. I'd be like, okay, I could kind of see y'all recently won.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Nashville, y'all ain't won shit.
Y'all ain't done a damn thing.
Y'all ain't done that. You know what I'm saying? Call yourself Hockey Town.
Well,
call y'all startup.
I would like to understand whoever came up with wanting to call Nashville Hockey Town, what they meant by it. Because, like, are you saying like Hockey Town as in like when you come to Nashville, which is a popular city, beautiful city,
yeah, nice city,
cool city,
it is.
Beautiful, man. The women, yeah. When they start wearing them Daisy Dukes and them boots and them hats.
Nashville chicken and some Nashville coochie.
All right,
both of them hot.
Yeah. Let's make sure that the other one is hot for other reasons, not
burning hot.
Not internally hot. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, what you
like, be like, damn, it hurt when I pee. Let's hope it ain't that hot. That hot. Yeah. You got
Frank's.
You gotta make sure. Like, hold on.
Tabasco.
that cayenne,
Right?
This is cayenne pepper. Okay, as long as it's cayenne pepper, baby. Yeah, that ain't nothing else. All right, cool. But I'm saying, look. So, look, if you're gonna call yourself Hockey Town, I'm hoping it's just for like entertainment purposes, just a slogan to attract people to a city like Nashville, which is easy to do. Is especially you get on Beale Street and I think that's Memphis. But Broadway is one of the main streets that they got down there, and then you got pretty much just nothing but bars, honky tonk bars, and dive bars, and like if you're saying that just for literally only for entertainment reasons, only to attract people as a slogan, I got no issue with it.
Right.
But I'm with you. I hear you 100%. Nashville Predators, much respect to the franchise. I love what y'all doing. But you actually gotta win some Stanley Cup championships. So you can just be with that bullshit, just bring with your pocket. I'm just saying, you gotta win some chips. Yeah. You gotta win the big trophies and call yourself. At least win one.
And then holler at me.
Well, I mean, they still got some way to go, even if they get one. At least
win one. You know what I'm saying?
But like,
you ain't got no momentum going.
You ain't even got nothing to show for.
You know what I'm saying? At least build up some momentum.
Yeah, what y'all got to show for? Yeah, we at least got the Western Conference championship. Right. We got that. Nah, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. So you can just be with that bullshit. No, that's crazy, but no.
What Matt say?
He says Monty Williams was coach of the year, as he should be. You got to understand, it's not easy for a team to go to the finals, losing 6, and then all of a sudden you're back as the number 1 overall team, not just in the conference, team in the whole NBA. Mm-hmm. And actually, good segue. Thanks, Matt. Because our next few topics is Phoenix Suns related. But one thing that I wanted to get off my chest and wanted to talk about was so yesterday was Mother's Day.
Yes, it was.
And in the stands,
happy belated Mother's Day.
Happy definitely
belated Mother's Day, and those
mothers who had us, who are real mothers,
and those fathers who have to be mothers.
Yeah,
happy Father's Mother's Day, whatever you want to call it. Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out. But look,
and those females out there who don't have a father, come holler at a nigga.
he said he can be your daddy.
And you don't know how to handle yourself. You don't know what's going on. Just come holler at me.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, you were saying, sir.
Oh my gosh. It's like those rabbit holes you go down are like, man, sometimes
they're like little public service announcements.
Public service announcements.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For
PSAs.
For them hoes out there.
There's a mold in it out. There's a mold in it out. Did you see him pouring them out?
No, they call me the bomb of the hole.
Oh, congrats, Matt. Your Yankees are doing well. Yeah, won again, 1-0. I get it, but I'm trying to tell you, today's game, you might have won.
Man, you kind of segue to something else I want to talk about. But go ahead. What you gonna say?
All right, I just saw Matt's comment.
Yeah, I saw
it. Okay, we'll come back to that. But
we'll come back to that.
So yesterday was Mother's Day, and Chris Paul, you're in Dallas, Phoenix Suns, Game 4, and he got his family there.
Right.
His mother, his wife,
right,
and his kids.
Correct.
And this is Mother's Day, and you got Dallas Mavericks fans, and where his family was seated at weren't too far from the Phoenix Suns bench. And if anybody has seen the tape, I suggest you go take a look at it because you can tell Chris Paul was about that life. And you got Mavericks fans harassing, physically putting their hands on his mother,
right,
and his wife in front of his children,
right.
And I know we've had discussions on the show many a times about behavior of fans in arenas, hockey arenas, football arenas, baseball arenas, whatever, sports in general.
Right.
And look, when a player brings his family there, I'm sorry, they off limits.
Yes, I agree.
They is off limits.
Agree.
So you talking about an elderly woman getting physically touched. I didn't see the reports on how severe the physical touch was. Either it was a touch, push, whatever. Somebody put their hands on her. That's unacceptable.
Right.
And then somebody put his hands on his wife.
Right.
In front of their children. That is highly, highly, highly unacceptable.
All right.
On another level. And if, like I said, see the clip, Chris Paul looked like he's like, man, damn this game, I'm ready to thump, bro. Because the fan that got ejected looked like a young kid, and Chris Paul looked him dead in the eyes and said, I'll catch you later. He meant that. And I don't blame him. I don't care how old that dude was. Look, people need to understand where these people come from, these NBA players, these NFL players, don't get it twisted. At some point, they don't care about their millions of dollars. They don't. You messing with their family,
right?
I'm telling you, you are messing with a hornet's nest. You are messing with something that could turn around and bite you in the butt,
right?
Because I obviously know how we rock. You know, you fuck with my moms. You fucks with my old lady,
right,
in front of my kids. Damn this basketball game. Look, he fouled out. He didn't have a good game yesterday. I don't know if his mind went in the game because of the situation. But either way, I don't even think Chris Paul cared.
Yeah, he probably didn't.
I mean,
it's one of those things, man. All right. So now, to me, you cross a whole nother plane. You know, we already discussed about fans coming to the game and what they're doing to the players. But when now you crossing over into touching a family, bro, that's a whole nother plane. A whole nother plane, because that should be like that unspoken thing. They off limits. You know what I'm saying? They Switzerland.
Yeah.
They off limits. No, say what you want to say to me. Talk all the mess you want to talk to me. Blah, blah, blah. They should be able to come to the game and enjoy themselves.
And not be bothered.
Like, you know, you should not be that attached to a team that you don't play for. That you feel like, oh, you know, because you from the opposite team, and I'm gonna harass you.
Yeah.
Or put your hands on you.
Like it's gonna make a difference whether your team lose or win.
Right. What that mean? You win, you're not getting a trophy. They're not sending you a check. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't getting paid for this.
You're not getting paid for this, dog. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like these people need to understand that, and you know, and it goes back to even with the Dave Chappelle thing. I'm glad they stumped my man out.
Oh, they stumped him out.
Because sometimes they need to see, oh, there's some repercussions from this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when nothing happens, then they feel like, oh, I can do it again.
Yes.
You know? Oh, but then after you see that, so, oh, shoot, you might think twice about, I might not mess with my man. You know? I might not do that because I might get stumped out.
Like, whew.
Right.
Boy, I remember what happened to old boy last time.
Right. So that's what it needs to be. It needs to be some repercussions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like this. If I was old boy, CP3,
yeah,
jersey would have been off and I've been in this thing.
Damn that.
Damn the game.
Damn the game.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fine me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fire me.
Yeah.
Either that or I've been like, hey man,
come handle this.
Come handle this.
Yeah.
I'm calling the goons. Come handle it.
I'm definitely calling.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody getting called.
Somebody get called. Something gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
oh, just get his address. We'll pull up.
Hey, look, I get the fact that the Mavericks stadium crew end up getting the guy out of there, which is good. But can we get to the point that it doesn't get to that point?
Right.
Let's not be so reactive. Let's be a little bit more proactive. Like, get this. My thing is you can tell when shit is when shit's starting to get a little bit hairy.
What am I saying?
Well, you can't say, bro. Oh man,
I'm just trying to figure out what he's saying. He's saying like,
I'm gonna need you to get some glasses, man. He said, if anyone dare put their hands on my family, I will not be back to watch I.O.W. Real Talk. He's saying that he he would be like us. He'd be ready to scrap.
It's spot on me.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna need you to get some glasses, dog.
It's like hard to see around.
No, dog. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. That's that Father Tom coming to get your ass, boy. That's that Father Tom.
Nick said he'll be here in a minute.
All right, but no, I mean, look, root for your team.
Yeah.
And my thing is, you pay there's a lot of people that pay a lot of money for these seats that are so close to the court.
Yeah.
Why would you just waste it like that by getting yourself thrown out for being an idiot?
Something stupid, man.
Something stupid.
I mean, you suck and yell all that stuff. Okay, I don't care about that. Do that. That's what you want to do. Try to throw the player off. Try to get him to miss the foul shot. That's part of the game. And I'm cool with that.
But I gotta say this. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with heckling, but I think there still needs to be a line with heckling. To me, this is like habitually going. Like you like to habitually jump over lines. Like this is like when you put your hands on people. This is habitually like way over the line.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think putting hands on people is way too far.
Way too
it shouldn't even go. It shouldn't get to that.
It
should never get to putting your hands on anybody.
Rather
throwing bottles, all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's way over the line. And I agree with you, man. That's way over the line.
Jersey on and off. I'm handling business right then and there.
But you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like the general stuff,
mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem. Some players get upset, you heckle. Oh, I don't care about that. It comes with the game.
Some players love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Me personally,
embrace that.
I embrace heckling. Like when I play sports, I loved it when people, hey, y'all suck, y'all blah, 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 blah.
Not like your mama.
Yeah. and then I would bust their team ass.
Yeah.
Because to me that was fuel. It was fuel. It was fuel. Jamel? It was fun. What's up, Jamel? And it was fun to do because it's like, oh, you gonna keep yapping? More you yap, the more I'm gonna keep punishing your squad.
Right.
And by the time the game is over, because you get them cats that heckle you at right in warm up.
Right.
And they halftime, you can't even see them.
Right.
Hey, where'd you go? Nah, come on back. I need you to keep witnessing this ass whooping I'm handling out to your squad.
Right.
So it's like, where you going? And so like that's something different. But then like if you're heckling and you're like being like real offensive and saying like real rude shit. That needs to get cut out in sports. Like you can't just be, because at the end of the day, like I said before, these is human beings. Like they have human emotions, and I want to avoid seeing another Malice in the Palace. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to see. I don't want to see another situation like that. I know this. In European sports, soccer, man, they get crazy in those things, and riots and shit break out, and I wish we didn't have to see none of that, because there's a lot of innocent people that get bystanders and they get hurt.
Yeah, you're right.
And so
when people bring their kids,
they
can get hurt and stuff like that.
Sport events are there for people who love sports, and also it's also a family environment. Yeah, and then a lot of these organizations are trying to get it that way because, well, one, for the money, but let's be honest. I mean, if you bring daughter, son, mama, and pa to the store, to the game, that's 4 people you got to pay for,
right?
And so
time they want something to eat.
Yeah, and they want something to eat.
I ain't fried this chicken for nothing.
And they want something to drink, right? Then they want a souvenir.
Capri Sun.
Look, and then you got to pay for parking,
right?
And we ain't even talked about actually paying for the tickets yet. Right. So, my thing is like, why would you? One, as a fan, just throw all that money out to begin with. And then two, these organizations need to start being on top of this security situation. If you got to hire more people for security, then do it. I'm just saying, like you can still.
So here's the thing. Here's the question I pose.
Yeah.
What's the solution? Because you say more security, not going to stop people from stopping. Security is there after the incident.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what can be done to bring down the number of incidents? Because you're not gonna get 100% or erased.
No.
But to bring down a number of over the top incidents, like I said, heckling is not nothing I'm worried about.
Yeah.
But physically touching people, saying offensive stuff that's out of hand, out of bounds. Yeah. Talk about people's family. Like to me, even if I'm a player, my mama, my daughter, none of that should be brought up coming out your mouth.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with the game.
Oh, without a doubt.
So to me, even with that, that's over the line.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with you 100%. But to me, I think the solution is that it needs to be precedent set of actual repercussions.
Right, Matt. You
know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like it needs to be the actual conclusion of things. Like if you, my thing is there should be a because it happened to me before. I was at a minor league game and I was a little tipsy. I ain't gonna front. But I was heckling, but I wasn't saying like nothing offensive. I was like, I picture you suck, and you know, unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of people in a minor league game. So I mean, obviously, I was being hurt. Right. And so, you know, she just came, young lady came in and said, hey, we don't mind you having fun, but, just make sure you're not saying anything, inappropriate. And I was like, I haven't, and I got you. And, obviously, I was loud and being black. So, right. So they had to go and talk to me. But, I told her, so, hey, man.
You dark in the skin. Cut that out.
No, but I told her, I was like, man, I hear you. I haven't said anything inappropriate, but I hear what you're saying, and I'll make sure that what I'm saying isn't, over the line. And we was cool for the rest of the game. So what I'm saying is, if you got security in pretty much, each section in that lower bowl, in that lower bowl in the NBA arenas, because that's where it seems that the problem is, majority of it is happening between the players and the fans, is you got to warn security people need to go ahead, give the actual verbal warning once you start yapping a little bit inappropriate. It needs to be nipped in the bud.
That's what Matt said.
And then if it continues, then you got to be like, yo, you either got to sit somewhere else, shut up, or you got to get the hell out. Okay. To me, it's a one-time verbal warning, and then after that, you're playing with getting kicked out.
Okay.
And I think if people understand that, yo, I'm on the hot seat as a fan, I can't be, chirping too much.
Right.
I can't be drunk and belligerent. Hopefully it clicks. Where most people would, I think. Because, hey, man, I didn't pay for parking.
So
I didn't pay for this. But my thing is, if you get to that level where it's physical, man, your picture need to get taken. And I'm being straight up. Charges need to be brought on you.
They should do you like they did. So we was in I was like maybe about 15. We was in Kmart. So I was told, we decided we're gonna steal some hats.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey man, look out. So you see anybody come, let me know. So now that's when they had the Nintendo hats. And we gonna wear them to school the next day. So I'm stuffing them down in my pants and stuff, blah blah blah. Man, we come around the corner. They're like, come with us. So I'm like, oh, then my boy goes, oh, I saw him. I said, you see anybody?
Yeah.
I don't care. They don't care if they got a badge. If you see anybody, let me know. So anyway, we get into the back to take your picture. They put your picture up.
Yep.
They say,
they shame your ass.
You can't come back here for another year. And that's how they should do. Take your picture. And not just put it in the back where LP can see it.
Yeah.
Put it out front in the stadium.
They should embarrass your ass.
Embarrass you. So that way you make a spectacle of that person. So
wall of shame.
Right. And then that may be a deterrent for another person to do it.
Yeah, you don't want your face up there.
Right.
They'd be like, yo, look at these dumbasses.
Right.
Oh, I know that dumbass. Yep, he deserved to be on here. Oh, I know that dumbass.
And ban them.
Ban them
for a good
minute.
You ain't gotta do 10 years, another couple years or year, whatever you want to do. Whatever, let it fit the offense.
Yeah, fit the offense.
Yeah. So that thing, like putting hands on people.
Oh, to me, that's a lifetime.
2 to 5 years.
Nah, you gotta go.
Lifetime?
Nah, you gotta go, bro. Because
here's my thing. I wouldn't say lifetime because he was young.
Nah, damn that.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
No, this motherfucker need a damn example about what happens in real life.
I don't disagree with you on that.
Hey,
but my
it's
thing
a life lesson.
Well, I mean, yeah. But I guess my thing is like,
lesson.
I did a lot of dumb stuff when I was young.
Oh, good. Bro, join the club.
You know what I'm saying?
Join the club.
15-year-old and 25-year-old Jamel different. 25-year-old, 35-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
As you grow, you hope people mature.
Hopefully. You mature.
And so he young, doing something stupid, better for a lifetime. He get his kids, he gets kids that his own want to bring him to the, he can't bring him to the game.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Because of something he did stupid as a kid. I think it's a little too much. But I do think that good 5 or 6 years.
He was old enough to put his hands on Chris Paul's mama and lady. He old enough to get banned for life.
So
damn that. Hey, damn that.
Oh, life.
Hey, full life. You gotta go, bro. Look. When people like do dumb shit like that, when they're younger, they already have that sense of I'm invincible, I'm untouchable. So that carries them through the rest of their life until something happens. So let this be like the start of that change, that mentality, and hopefully, little homie gets it. But me personally, nah, bro. Like we talking about putting your hands on an elderly woman and an athlete's wife in front of their kids. Homeboy lucky that Chris Paul didn't leap in the stands and whoop his ass.
Oh, he should have.
He should be happy.
Yeah,
that Chris Paul didn't go in the stands and whoop his ass.
I wouldn't have had a problem.
Oh, I wouldn't have had a problem with it either.
I had a problem with that.
You don't put your hands on my old lady and my mama.
I'm gonna say this too, because I'm sick of this right here too.
Yeah.
I don't condone violence. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Violence beget violence. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of people saying that, man. I'm not saying that we should go around jumping on people and stuff like that. You know, that's stuff we did with kids.
Matt said if he at least 18, ban that fucker for life to teach his ass a lesson. Have kids, 29 other arenas to see a game at. You ain't got to go home, but you can't watch basketball here. You can't watch it here. For real. I mean, hey, I hear you,
but
man.
yeah, I'm just so sick of people saying that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's not the world you live in. Yeah. That's not reality.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody swing on you, what you gonna do? Oh, I don't condone violence. You know what I'm saying? You got to condone an ass whooping.
Well, I'm saying these motherfuckers are new age Martin Luther King. They turn the other cheek.
No, bump that. You know what I'm saying? Bump that. I think that's dumb. I'm sorry,
but I think there needs to be a precedent set across all arenas in the NBA, all arenas in the NFL, all arenas in Major League Baseball stadium that they got to get some of these fans under control.
Here's another thing I would do too.
Yeah,
I would ban him from Dallas Maverick games, Dallas Star game, Texas Rangers game. Ban him from all of them. That way, you really learn a lesson.
Learn the lesson.
You know that you are not
above it.
A cow. Well, you only go to a Cowboy game anyway. It ain't entertaining.
Nick's on the line. He said, stomp his ass out like the guy that rushed.
That's what I said.
He did say that.
That's what I said.
When they give hands, you get hands.
That's my thing. Ban him from all Dallas sports.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
That way you really learn a lesson.
Yeah, you understand.
You know, you understand. Oh, dang, I really messed up. I can't go nowhere.
Now, I know this solution is extreme, and I know it'll probably never happen. But I'm saying right after you kick him out, hold his ass to the end of the game and let these players get 5 minutes with him. I know it's extreme and it'll never happen.
Yeah,
but I bet you.
Put him in a room.
But I bet you it'll change.
Lock the door.
Yeah.
At the end of the game,
cut the camera on.
At the end of the game, just unlock the door and be like, and walk away.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, bro.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I was told to move him to this area of the arena, and I was told to move. I was told to leave. So, like, look, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I'm telling you. Look, and I think this is, and I know we say it all the time that sports is parallel to reality, to life.
Yeah.
But come on now. I don't care if we playing the game or not. I'm telling you, if Chris Paul went up in that stands and whooped homeboy ass, I'd be like, what? That's what you get.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
We talking about the Chris Paul incident, Anthony.
Anthony Price, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Hope everything's well. Did we get that hat shipped off to Matt yet?
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Matt, your hat's on the way. Everybody, please don't forget. Definitely follow us on the Facebook page.
Right.
Follow us on the YouTube page and that Cash App. See it on the bottom of your screen. Send $30 to that Cash App. Give us an address. You get these very, very, very exclusive I.O.W. sports hats.
Maybe just want to support. Just Cash App some money.
Oh, they. Well, yeah, that too. We take donations.
Anyway, go ahead.
Mel, you saying CP3 would have been fired? I don't know if been fired. He definitely been fined. Definitely suspended.
So be it.
But I'm thinking
I've been fired for a lot of places. So be it.
The way that Chris Paul was so mad, I don't think he would even care.
So be it.
Like Snoop said in training, they put me in the front seat with him. Bet I'll whoop his ass.
I'm sorry, man. Some things just worth being taking those consequences.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you're not wrong. I mean,
it's like, all right.
Some people handle certain situations.
So I got early retirement.
Yeah. hey. I mean, he definitely get a fine. I see you, man. You meant to put a fine. I know that damn autocorrect on my phone.
And autocorrect be like, Jeff, you don't know what I'm trying to say, nigga. I'm trying to guess what I'm trying to say.
Nah, first of all, autocorrect, I shouldn't even say it, but autocorrect is like a lady dog. It make up his own damn mind or what you want to type. You be like, I ain't even want to say that.
That's what you need to say.
Now, what you need to do is mind your damn business.
Man, I mean, females cause so much trouble. I won't let that nigga talk to me like that. I'm just saying. You be like,
yeah, we about to have all our female audience just be mad at us right now.
They know it's true.
Boy, they gonna be treating us like Kevin Samuels.
What, dead?
Whoa, bro, too early. Too soon.
My bad. I thought you waited a day, go in.
No, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's that line, and you went. Like you come up to the line, you say, "Hey, I'm Jamel. I gotta like jump all the way over that motherfucking line, bro." Like.
No, this nigga ain't Jesus. He ain't getting up.
Not on the third day, no. All right.
It's been 3 days. Have you seen him? Just saying.
I knew something was weird because I wouldn't get notifications of his show dropping because I actually follow Kevin Samuels.
I follow.
That's for another show, another topic. But anyway, now that we're talking about Chris Paul and them, they got to get back into gear because this is now 2 playoff series in a row that the quote unquote lesser team is taking them, toe to toe, blow for blow.
Right.
So what do you think about the fact that this series is tied with Dallas? Like, what's your thoughts on this series so far?
That's what I'm saying. I told y'all niggas. Just want to say that.
About what?
I said if Dallas gonna win.
Dallas win what?
When we was talking about the next game.
Come on, man.
When we talking about the next game, I said Dallas gonna win the next game.
Man.
You want me saying that?
You might have said that, but I mean, I might need some receipts to see that. But...
Sorry, it's all recorded. I got receipts.
You bring your receipts.
But I'm gonna say this. You're gonna hear all the pundits talk about, bring up the Chris Paul can't win the big game. And all, that's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
That's coming.
Big homie Nick Shine, how you doing, brother?
What up, though, Nick?
You gotta unmute yourself.
Yeah, why is he muted?
I don't know. You good, bro?
Because I was listening to you while I was getting set, and I had YouTube playing in the background.
Oh, okay.
Double audio, and I didn't want the mic to pick it up.
I got you.
I was doing a little production. I think. Yeah. So I'm sitting here, I'm listening to you guys, and all I could think of, if I'm Chris Paul, hold that dude in the back, and when I walk in the room, this is what you're getting. Take that door open. And you just start the whole body shot.
Oh, you gonna Vader time his ass? Do a Vader bomb on his butt?
And if you're Chris Paul, you got to wear the mask, so there's no video of you doing it. That's the dude from State Farm.
What's his brother's name?
What is it? Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin. Calvin.
I think it was.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, call that nigga.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, man.
So tell me, give me the Cliff Notes version, because that's what I'm.
Oh, Cliff. You're right. You're right.
Cliff.
Cliff. Yeah, that's it. Cliff. Yeah. Tell you
that's funny as hell.
That was Cliff.
What's up, Jamel? How you doing, bud? What's up to everyone else in the chat? Matt, Anthony, how you guys doing? Sorry, I'm running late today. I took a marijuana-induced nap, and all of a sudden I woke up and it was 4:30, and my alarm didn't go off at 3:15 like I asked it to.
It happens, man. It happens. Between marijuana naps and pussy naps, boy, them motherfuckers ain't no joke.
Well, that's the pussy nap, boy.
That might put you out. See, bitch, you got serotonin in your pussy?
You got no nose in that
thing. This bitch got serotonin in her pussy.
Yo, Kobe, wild dog.
Yo, I told you, man. I'm only white on the outside. I live on CPT, bro. I live on CPT.
He said, "Nigga, on black people time." But hold on. The kicker is Nick goes, "Oh yeah, I'm on CPT."
I've had many of my black friends tell me before that I'm on CPT a lot.
Oh my god!
I embrace it. I embrace the culture.
Oh my god!
I'm all for stomping out people who rush the stage. I'm all for fucking up Chris Paul's mother's. How do you assault someone on a woman? Tell me the assault.
Mother's
That's what
Day.
I was asking before we went
on Mother's Day, right?
With the chat being fantastic, picking on me. I love that shit. So what did the kid do? I saw the link, and then I saw the headline.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I gathered.
The video, and all I saw the video was the kid in the green jacket getting brought out, and Chris Paul yelling at him. Is there any video that popped up?
Hey Anthony, I'm surprised we ain't got blocked out either, dog.
I'm gonna keep pushing the line till I get blocked.
we gonna keep pushing. Well, definitely Mel. He gonna keep pushing the line, but
see how far I can go.
Yeah, see how far we can go. But from all the information,
if that ever happens, we're all gonna be sitting here like, what was the line that did it? Like, there's not going to be one clear-cut line where like, oh, that was the moment. Like, so go back and be like, it could have been that. It could have been that. Ooh,
right.
Ooh, that could have done it.
Bro, there's so many. I don't even know what they would pick. It'd probably be the most silliest shit that they had to pick while they ban us out. But this is what I gathered, Nick, and everything that I saw. Pretty much, it was a young fan there, and he physically put his hands on Chris Paul's mother and wife in front of their kids. But what hasn't been reported is the actual severity of the physical touching. So we don't know.
Like, put your arm on someone's shoulder and be like, yo, I can't believe that just happened. Like, and they don't want to be touched, and that's assault. Like, I don't see him.
Well, judging the way he responded,
Chris Rock like shaking the shit out of someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The way he responded,
old Chris Rock, 90s Chris Rock, not
not the new one.
Yeah. But
he stood there like he was Chris Paul's wife from what we saw.
But from what we gathered, or at least from what I gathered, is that after the physical touching, it was involved with actual heckling at the same time, harassment.
So he's talking shit to the mom and the grandma, because that's what you do on Mother's Day when you're a good person.
On Mother's Day. He didn't give a fuck about Mother's Day. He did not give a fuck about Mother's Day. But, and we've already said our piece about
it when she was pregnant.
They're gonna start doing that anyway. The way they banned in the Roe versus Wade.
Now Zuckerberg worried about us, Jamel. Trust.
No, one time I want to be included in that statement. Damn you, man, taking all my joys in life. One time I want to be in on it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you see, it just got to put an A at the end of Nick's name. Just that's it. But you got to emphasize the K.
Right.
Y'all
niggas, and
you tell them how to say it.
Hey, I can't worry about y'all niggas and Nicka. And that other Nicka.
What I mean,
let Jamel in on the joke. Jamel, there's a couple months ago on the show. I came up with I said some like black knowledge that they were shocked that I knew, and they're like, "Damn, you are a." And they used my name with the A at the end, and they say that's how you say it.
A sincere dawned you. And speaking of sincere, we gotta find sincere though.
Yeah,
I think he says schedule change. I texted him or something.
No, I reached out to him. I was like, man, we ain't seen you, man. Like you good? He's like, yeah, I'm good, man. Just schedule change. Yeah, he told me the same thing, but
all right, Jamel got it. Jamel got it.
Yeah. There you go, Jamel.
It's therapeutic to type it out too. I have to type it. I can never say it because anybody that's not in on the joke is gonna be like, "What did that motherfucker just say?"
Yeah. But I mean, look, me and Mel said our piece. I mean, you can elaborate on it if you want to, but I mean, exactly. Kind of give to the fans. How would you react if you were CP3? Would you give a damn about that basketball game?
If I'm next to the kid and I see it, I'm gonna bust his ass up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something that's over the line, we've all seen the videos where something happens in the stands and then people rush over to try to separate it or jump on the guy who's in the wrongdoing, right? We've all seen these videos. They're not new. So, I mean, if it was something so outrageous or if it was something with harm or intent, he would have got his ass beat by people in the stand. Oh, maybe not in those seats. Those people got money. They were probably worried about getting sued because they're pompous shits. They're like, this kid's probably his dad, mom or dad make money. That's how he got his seat.
Right.
And it's a shame, man. Like, you can't go to a game and listen, I've heckled people. I have said some of the worst things to people like 20 years ago, early 2000s, before like it was PC. Like I hate New England fans. I told New England fans one day, and I'm not promoting this or condoning this, but this is just a line that people always who were with me at that game bring up. I was like, I hate New England. I hate everything about it. I hate Boston. I hate the region. Nothing good came out of Boston. Even 2 planes on 9/11 came out of Boston. Nothing good ever came out of Boston.
Damn.
Right? I mean,
damn. Yeah, that probably would have got us banned right now. Yeah, that'd have been the one.
But I mean,
right there.
Back then,
yeah,
the hatred and the anger that I have. If I heard a kid say that now, I'd speak up and be like, "Come on, dude, sit the fuck down, shut up, watch the game."
Yeah,
but young 20s is different than your 40s.
Yeah, correct.
But I would be the one getting up now and smacking the kid around. I changed in 2016 when I was sober for 20 months, and I would go to sporting event games, and I saw drunk people while I was sober. And, like, I almost threw Jets fans off the upper deck at a couple games and a couple Yankee fans at a Yankee game. Like, I was like, oh, my God, this is horrific to sit through. It's almost like a show with me. But, yeah, man, if it was something that really crossed the line, and especially to a woman, like if you like pushed her or like grabbed her aggressively or something, I think people would have whooped his ass right there in the stands. They wouldn't have waited for a security guard to come politely walk you out.
Yeah.
And Chris Paul was here too. Oh yeah, fuck Boston. He was killing us in the fucking group with his Boston memes. I didn't even mean that for you here, bro. I just realized that.
And look, I mean, we'll emphasize again. Like, come on now, like, let's have some decorum when we go to these arenas, folks. Like, hey, I know we love sports and we get emotional about it, and that's what good sports is supposed to do. It's supposed to invoke emotions,
right?
Just like entertainment. But let's not go over the line, putting your hands on people's families, talking like way out of left field, being wild and belligerent. So let's bring it back to the Senate. I said, I've never changed. I'll still put my hands on somebody if needs be. Fuck around and find out. Fuck Boston.
Can you imagine the perfect storm of energy if LeBron
that makes you a save a whole type nigga?
I tried to put that up, but then you put Matt's comment up simultaneously. Can you imagine the energy in Matt if LeBron ever goes to Boston? Oh, the
bro.
hatred.
Oh,
the
my
hatred.
God.
It would almost be like me with the Patriots. It would be like the perfect storm. Like, this guy's phone would never come off caps.
Hey, here's the thing. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we need to send Matt to a LeBron James basketball game next year and send him on the camera just so we can see all the hilarious shit that's going to happen. I mean, all we're going to hear is, fuck LeBron, fuck LeBron.
This is the reason a team star player should be protected and their family has security guard.
I hear you.
Never changed to fight.
I almost commented this on
Instagram. He said I never changed too. I'll fight a baby. If a baby put their hands on my mom or my old lady, we fighting.
Oh, I thought I said dumb baby.
Okay,
come on, baby, put your hands on my mama.
I'm gonna duct tape your diaper on so it never gets changed. I just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. Anybody get the reference I just did? Kudos. I know you probably did.
Put X-Lax in that baby's bottle. We'll be like, we'll see
what's tape the diaper on too. Just watch it.
Like tape it around his waist and legs and see what happens. But Yo, what's
You
up, little
act
baby?
it up, baby.
Right.
You shouldn't act it up, baby.
Yeah.
This is what you get. It's not my fault your parents don't have discipline.
You got bail money for me.
Hey, man, say, you got bail money for me because I win.
See, if you just go, man, I'm going to change the approach, and I'm going to take my approach with it now that I've matured.
Oh, Lord, don't put your approach on anything.
You can't just go and yell, fuck LeBron, because security be like, hey, you can't talk like that to him. He cries to us. You got to go with the sarcasm. LeBron, you're the best. You've never missed a dunk in the open court. Just hit him with sarcasm. Like, LeBron, you're the greatest ever. You've never lost an NBA Finals. Like, you just got to keep saying things that are.
Like, LeBron, you made Russell Westbrook look like the best point guard in history of the NBA.
LeBron, you're 4-6 in the finals. I'm just 0-1 in marriages. I'm better than you. You got to be creative with it. You can't just yell F LeBron. You got to cheer LeBron on.
Oh,
you got sarcastic with everything.
I love the way you performed in the finals, LeBron. Oh, you wasn't there.
But like, oh man, LeBron, man, I love your hairpiece, man. Where'd you get it at?
LeBron, you're the greatest GM ever. Who else do you want to bring to your super squad at 38?
Kofi stupid. He said, "Yo, we ain't about to fall off."
LeBron, your hair got less waves than a lake. Am I going to
before we got off topic, let's reel this back in.
Back in?
Yeah, let's reel it back in.
Blame Matt, man. It takes one fuck LeBron or fuck
that's all it takes. Yeah, that's all it takes. That's what it really does. Big homie, man.
Going back, that's fucked up, man.
So 2-2, series is tied.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make about this series with Dallas and Phoenix right now? Should it be even 2-2?
No, it shouldn't be. It should be 3-1.
And who's way?
Phoenix.
Okay, I was about to make sure because I was just making
Dallas,
sure.
I figured Dallas would win one.
Okay.
My whole thing, Dallas gonna win one.
Yeah.
Phoenix go ahead and finish them out. Maybe what I'm saying. That's how I thought it was. They got that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Now Phoenix might be in trouble.
This is the second series that the team that is. I mean, they're the number one overall seed, and
Phoenix may be in trouble.
Really?
Yeah.
You going that far?
And you let them get confidence. You know what I'm saying? You let them think they can win. They're like Thomas the choo-choo train now. You know what I'm saying? I think I can.
Let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas shouldn't even be in the series because Utah habitually disappoints the NBA world every year in the playoffs. So habitually they let down. Luka didn't even play the first 2 games in that series against Utah, and they split it. And then when he got back, they couldn't do nothing with him.
It's Rudy Gobert's fault.
Oh, don't get me started on Rudy Gobert, bro.
Like a tall guy, you height.
like
always blaming COVID starts. Rudy Gobert's fault.
First of all, Rudy Gobert. God, shit, we're down this rabbit hole now. Fuck it. Rudy Gobert is the most overpaid big man in all of NBA history right now.
Right.
This dude is a $200 million max contract, and for what?
Wait. You got to put Ben Simmons as the number 1 worst contract. Gobert at least plays. He might not be valued, but at least he plays.
Oh, what? No. I'm talking about big man because Ben Simmons is considered a point guard. I know he's 6'10", but he's a point guard. He's a point forward, whatever the hell that new position.
He's got back issues, bro. He's totally a big man. Point guards don't get back issues. Big men do.
But I mean, I'm just of the thought that Rudy Gobert is one of the most overrated players.
What do you say?
And here's my thing: Utah, they got to make a decision. I either got to go with Gobert or got to go with Donovan Mitchell.
I think Mitchell gonna leave.
Oh, Mitchell gonna leave because why stay?
I don't think
because
Mitchell's
they didn't already
the love he think he's gonna get. I don't think he's gonna get the love he thinks he's gonna get if he goes to leave. I mean, but it only takes one to show love, right?
Yeah, man. Somebody pick him up. Somebody show us some love.
First of all, somebody's picking up Donovan Mitchell.
Right.
Like, let's be honest about that. But me personally, I'd rather have Donovan Mitchell 10 times out of 10 before I even go get Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is not even close to top center in the league. Every time he goes up against Jokic, every time he goes against Anthony Davis, Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, he gets washed. He gets ragdolled. So I mean, it is what it is.
I like Anthony's comments.
I can't even tell you what I would say. I would do my research taking it back to Akron in his Ohio life. Damn.
Oh yeah, but you got to do like topical. You got like, LeBron, the school you built, the bathroom stalls are too small, like stupid shit like that.
So NBA don't want sweeps; they want more games for money. Just a lot of teams that should have been swept, but they wanted to make sure that they got Brooklyn out of there. Let's be fair about that. Let's be frank about that.
Westbrook is a spy. I like this. Westbrook plays for the other team. Yo, $500,000. I'll make sure you win the game tonight. He's like the opposite of Brian Flores. Westbrook comes to you and offers for you to win the game, not to lose it.
Pay me and I'll make sure you win. Just make it a blank check.
Right.
Make it a blank check and I'll make sure you win.
I gotta buy some of this ugly shit I be wearing.
Oh my God. Did you see what he was wearing
like that Red Wing sweatshirt?
Oh,
bang, 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 bang.
That's what we doing.
Yeah, that's what he doing. Yeah, he trash. Yeah, Rudy Gobert is trash. But back to the Denver, Dallas, and Phoenix. Right. Like I was saying, Dallas shouldn't even be in the series because Utah shouldn't, habitually choke like they normally do. But
right.
Here's my thing. I don't know if it's obviously Chris Paul had 2 bad games. Game 3, he had 7 turnovers, I think, and that's very uncharacteristic of a CP game. And then, of course, yesterday, the situation with his family, and then he fouled out with 23 minutes.
Yo, did you see my post in the group?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the fence with Chris Paul. I don't overly praise him, but I don't hate him. I respect him. But I never really talk about Chris Paul. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I make a post the other day about Harden wanted Paul to trade, and because he thought Paul was falling off, and now Harden's the one that falls off. And all it takes is me to give a little bit of love for Chris Paul, and then he probably has his worst game in professional sports history. That's the jinx of me showing you some support. You completely fall off.
Hey, Nick, then you better be the biggest Tom Brady supporter all next year in football.
Oh, I love Tom Brady.
Good. The jinx is in. The jinx is in. The jinx is in. But I mean, I don't know how y'all fellas feel about it, but to me, I don't know if I'm just a guy like Chris Paul that doesn't foul out on a regular basis, and he fouls out in 23 minutes, and there's nothing fishy about that. Like there's some iffy calls.
Nick, man, it's the curse of Nick. Show him a little bit of love, and even the refs are like, "F this guy." Nick like, "Oh, now we got to kill him."
And look, I get how good Luka is, but people really need to realize how Dallas is set up. It's Luka or nothing else,
right?
And literally, the dude is literally. It said more video and audio. Nick loves CB12. Oh, hey, we're gonna come back to this one for football season. But no, you're talking about Luka, who, if people who's really watching this Dallas team, I mean, he's coming up with the ball. He's dribbling.
Always get the ball in hand. Always.
And you rarely see Luka without the basketball.
Right.
Rarely.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's not a recipe for success. It doesn't get the rest of your team involved. And here's one thing that bothers me about all these Dallas Mavericks Luka lovers. Oh, Luka got no help. Luka got no help. Hey, hello? I mean, I know Kristaps Porzingis isn't the all-star of all all-stars, but the man was there for 2.5 years, and he pretty much was relegated to the same roles as every other teammate right now on the Dallas Mavericks team, sitting around waiting. No, they trade him mid-season. But my thing is like,
for what?
He's just like anybody else that wears a Dallas Maverick uniform, sitting around waiting for the basketball.
Right.
Is Luka going to give me the ball or not? I guess we're just going to sit around and watch the Luka show until he decides to get us involved. Like, can we be honest about that's how Dallas is ran? And I thought Jason Kidd was going to try to fix it, because this is what you've had since Luka's been in Dallas. Since 2018, since he got drafted, is pretty much the same thing that James Harden was down in Houston. Mm-hmm. Dribble. I got the ball. I'm either going to score or I'm going to drive to the lane, and if I can't get a bucket, I might kick out.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know.
That's what he does constantly.
Now I really want Dallas to win. I really want Dallas to win because I think Jason Kidd's a better point guard all time than Chris Paul. So I'm rooting for Dallas.
Oh my gosh,
it's a good argument.
It is a good argument. It is, but I mean, I
He
can.
got to the finals twice. Where's Chris Paul's finals appearance?
Well, he went last year.
Last year.
Last year doesn't count. Nobody cared about last
How
year.
they don't count?
Oh my god, it wasn't a bubble year.
This is the first thing I can think of. It was still COVID time. That's why. If the bubble championship don't count, the bubble season don't count.
Oh my god. What
I
Anthony
forgot
said?
who went to the NBA finals last year. My bad.
Oh, Matt's backing you up. He said J Kidd was better. That's a Vegas thing.
The one before that.
I think they're very comparable players.
Problem.
They're very good point guards. I think they're very similar with their skill sets. There are days they could drop 20 assists. There are days they could drop 35 points. Mm-hmm. So they were pure point guards who had the capability of scoring. They weren't Curry that you relied on for scoring. Does that make sense?
See, but here's the thing. I know Steph Curry is considered a point guard, but I don't consider Steph Curry a point guard.
The only reason he's considered a point guard is because he can shoot well off the dribble, so he has the ball in his hands all the time to create those shots. So he's not like a pure point guard in the sense of I'm going to look to facilitate the team. He's more of an Allen Iverson of I need the ball in my hand to create. And that's why I got kicked into the point guard situation a lot, even though Eric Snow was the point guard the majority of the time, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he was ball dominant, like a Westbrook, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he was like Westbrook.
We gotta have that conversation.
I'm saying in terms of having the ball in hand as much as he needs it to create.
All right, let's put a pin in that because we need to have this conversation.
Okay.
Because Kendrick Perkins, who likes to say
never begin a sentence.
Hey, I'm just saying we need to have this conversation because it was brought up in
I know Kobe. Pause.
Pause. It was brought up in the Facebook page, but it needs to be discussed. So Kendrick Perkins said that overall, I would take Russell Westbrook's career over Allen Iverson's career. Your thoughts, and then I'll come to you, Nick.
I like to open up with a fuck Kendrick Perkins.
Let's not just stop there. Fuck every ESPN personality. Oh, fuck.
Say mic drop.
Mike slide. You can't drop him. You gotta slide at that side. Mike being like panties. You guys like, what's up back here?
Yeah, you gotta take the panties off. Just move them to the side.
Right. But yeah, man. I mean, they paid to say stupid shit.
Okay.
Because I mean that don't even make sense.
Okay.
If he believes that they need a drug test him, that don't even make sense.
I don't even.
I was reading the chat. Give me the statement again. Give me this ridiculous statement that we're attempting to address.
All right. So Kendrick Perkins, who works for ESPN, says that he would take overall Russell Westbrook's career was better than Allen Iverson's career. That's what Kendrick Perkins is saying. Obviously, Mel had the mic slide and said fuck Kendrick Perkins. How you feel about it, big homie Nick?
I don't know. It's an awful guy with an awful take from an awful company.
Man,
no way, no how.
That's the calmest I've ever seen that shit from Nick. You're like,
I hate the ESPN personalities. Like, this is my way of saying, like, I don't even want to discuss this shit. Let me just give this I'll give this motherfucking right. Perkins is straight up trash, man. The only guy at ESPN I like is Jay Williams. And
it's bullshit.
A grid. What's that? A what?
I wish Perkins would whip that shit from around his lips. Hey, Mel, you right on it. And it says people let them triple doubles go to their heads. Mm-hmm. And here's my thing. I've said this, and people called me a Russell Westbrook hater so many times, and I don't care. I'll keep saying it. If you look at all those times he got triple doubles, you'll literally see teammates get out the way for him to get rebounds.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, come on, stop sitting on them damn triple doubles like they meant something. Like a lot of those points he was getting in garbage time when his team was getting blown out by 20 plus. In stats when it don't matter. They're not affecting the game. They're not affecting the outcome of the game.
If I had the ball in my hand every possession, I could probably get 10 assists too. If I held it till 4 seconds, and when I finally passed it, the guy had it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And we did that 40 times a game, and they made 10. Congratulations, dipshit.
Exactly.
You lost by 34.
Yeah. And like I hate when people triple double. If they're so easy, everybody would get them. Well, quite honestly, if half these
people care more about winning,
they
care more about winning.
Winning,
That's
didn't get no stats.
Take your triple double, go 41-41. Good for you, bro. Get
knocked out in the first round if you make it. Hey, but people forget about the quadruple doubles that Russell Westbrook loves to have. He'll have like double figures in points, assists, and rebounds, and he got double figures in turnovers. So let's not forget about the quadruple double genius that he likes to pull
David
out.
Robinson had a quadruple double with blocks.
Yeah, but not turnovers.
No, it was points, assists, rebounds, and blocks. He had a freaking quadruple double.
But
and I mean, Wilt did it like every game back then.
Yeah, I mean, when your competition comes up to your belly button, I guess so.
Did you see the video I sent you about
Kareem?
I.O.W?
What Kareem said?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar
I saw that.
Gets in the elevator with Wilt, and somebody walks in and says to both of them, "Oh wow, what's the weather like up there?" And Wilt just spits on the dude and says, "It's raining."
Yo, Kofi, wow, he says, Russell Westbrook didn't affect the culture. AI had white boys wearing braids. And as funny as that joke is, he is spot on. Like, do people not remember when AI flooded? Like, they corrected the damn what's the dress code because of AI.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you talk about, just pure love of the game, I mean, your eyes should tell you that, that guy AI, he's willing to die for this. Russell Westbrook plays hard. That's the one thing people like to bring up about Russell Westbrook. He plays hard. He hustles hard. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, but he hustles for his own intent.
Yeah.
He hustles for his own game. So to me, why would you want that on your team compared to somebody that's not only going to score, he's going to get you some assists. He's going to rebound as little as he was, as short as he was. He even dunked on folks as short as he was. So come on, man. How can you say that his career was better than Russell Westbrook, who was all about Russell Westbrook? And on top of that, Russell Westbrook may be an asset in points, but he's a liability on the other side.
He's definitely a liability on defense.
Yeah, not playing defense. He's going to turn the ball over. That's a liability.
And here's and just to put a bow on this, and then we'll move on. When you look at AI never had nowhere close to the accompaniment that he had, that Russell Westbrook has. Now, I'll say this: AI did have Carmelo Anthony in his prime in Denver, but AI was on his way out.
Right.
Russell Westbrook, throughout his whole career, has had superstar on top of superstar on top of superstar as someone that can help him get to the championship, and he still can't get it done. I mean, how much more help does this man need? Kevin Durant, James Harden, Serge Ibaka, LeBron James, who else has he played with? Bradley Beal. I mean, go on and on. Of some of the best NBA players in the league has been a teammate of Russell Westbrook, and he still can't get to the finals.
Russell Westbrook has done an NBA tour.
Or can't win the finals.
He can't do nothing.
And can't do nothing. How much more help do you need? Like Russell Westbrook is on the verge of literally at this point where a chick is butt naked, handcuffed to the bed, and he still can't hit. I mean, I mean, what are we doing? Why did I don't get the whole fanfare and love for Russell Westbrook? He plays nothing of the sorts of championship team-winning basketball, and people flounder and gallivate over him, and I don't get it. There's nothing about his game that transfers to championships.
Right. He said AI stopped Shaq and Kobe from going 16-0 in the playoffs.
Notice the order of greatness. Shaq and Kobe. Batman and Robin. Reason they won, coattail rider. At that time, that's what it was.
I get what you're saying, Nick, but people gotta take the microscope under there. There was some times where Shaq was in some foul troubles and a liability with that and foul.
Robert Horry and Derek Fisher stepped up big time.
Oh, hey, they did too, and so did Kobe. Hey,
I'm not going to like Kobe because
you better stop hating on my man Kobe.
I'm not going to like him because he tragically passed away. That trend was 2 years ago.
I don't like him because he passed away. I'm just saying
you couldn't say anything bad when he passed away, or you were like evil. No, fuck that. I hated his game. I thought he was being a very good dad and person in retirement, but his game I thought was overrated. I already saw his game. Why do I got to watch the carbon copy that's not as good?
Yeah,
I never watched Jordan play number 2 to anyone.
As y'all know who I root for in the NBA. Yes, we know you're a Knickerbocker. AI was my second favorite player, and I'm not a fan of Georgetown, the Sixers, or any other squad he played for. AI was that dude. Yeah, and I did see a debate with Bobby. I did see
Iverson, his size,
and
the fact that he played like he was 6'6" when he was like 5'9". I think that transcended respect to a lot of people throughout the league, the way he played the game.
Hey, that's a good point, Matt.
6'7", 6'8", Iverson might be the GOAT.
Yeah.
Iverson was that good. If he had more size and if he could back guys down, you could be talking about him in that discussion. That's how good he was. And then he would have had the frame to take the beating that he took, and he would have been worn down like that.
Matt saying, look at the roster AI had in Philly when they made the finals against the Lakers. I mean, this man took Aaron McKee and Dikembe Mutombo against Shaq and Kobe. Eric Snow. Like, come on.
How bad the East was.
What's the name on there too? What's my man name?
Derek Coleman was on there, but he was later in his. Keith Van Horn wasn't on that.
He went on the team. Okay.
No, that was the Nets.
Okay.
But that Philly team had
blue white Keith Van Horn. The white. If you want to paint your living room, you go, what kind of white you looking for? Keith Van Horn. You want this room to glow? Okay, we got
Van Horn white.
People say that there would never be another AI, but Ja is close. Yes, I do agree with that, Anthony. I think I've said that comparison. That AI, I do get some AI comparisons when I see Ja play. And I see some Derrick Rose in there. Yeah, you're going to get that.
Whenever you're the point guard that can score, and you can drive, you're going to get the Derrick Rose. You're going to get the Dwayne Wade. You're going to get Allen Iverson. You know, you're going to get the same names that come out because it's rare that you see that.
Speaking of Ja, got a little knee issue. Got a little knee issue.
Take the Grizzlies getting 10.5 tonight.
They're taking 3.5.
10.5.
He said 10.5. Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say 3.5. Like
that's my surprise pick. I was looking at it last night, and I was like 10.5. I'm like,
the way they got blown out on Saturday, I don't see that this game even being.
You always get a game like that when you get a shooting team like the Warriors. There's going to be games where they just don't miss. That was that game. I'm not saying the Warriors won't win. I just think they're asking you to take the Warriors, and it'll be like a 9.
I got you.
I think it was just under. It's like a bad beat. It'll be they're up 11 and they hit a layup like that doesn't matter, and now it's 9, and then the bet is lost. It'll be that type of game tonight. That's my prediction.
There y'all have it. Y'all just had an exclusive money line with Nick Shine right here in the middle of the show.
Free motherfuckers
for free. But
final score of the game will be 23-20.
Did you guys?
That's me tooting my own horn again.
And
I called. I'm sure you talked about it. Jokic winning MVP. I nailed that one too.
No, we did not talk about it yet.
Oh, we will get to that. That's what you would have led with. I'm sorry.
No.
My bad.
Fuck value.
Great. I get to toot my own horn twice. Let's rock.
Give me your take, Detroit Mail, on Ja's injury. He had a quick little take saying that Jordan Poole broke code because he kind of swiped at his knee. I don't know if you guys.
He's going for the ball.
Okay,
he's going for the ball. That was not in malice or nothing like that. He was going for the ball. I mean, I think Ja just said that in the heat of the moment because of what Kerr said.
Yeah,
that's all that was. I don't think Ja really believe that. And Jordan Poole don't. And Jordan Poole don't seem to be a dirty player.
He doesn't even have that reputation.
So I don't see him like going for your knee and trying to hurt you. Then and think of it in terms like this: if I'm going to hurt you, why would I pull your knee? I wouldn't think I have enough force to hyperextend your knee or do anything like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Yeah. So that to me, that logic don't even fit the narrative.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a blow for Memphis. Hopefully, it's something that he won't be out for long because it's going to be a quick series.
Yeah, well, he's scheduled to miss tonight, so that
Right.
you know, if anything,
they're like 22-2 without him. Like the last 2 years, though, like they are. I know the playoffs are different. I know we discussed this the other night, but they have played very well without him. They do have chemistry without him, so they're not going into like uncharted.
And you are right. And you are right. You are absolutely right.
I know the playoffs are different. I know the opponent is different. We don't know the teams that they played when he was out. It could have been just, bottom of the barrel, 22-5. Okay. So they do have experience and they do have a level of comfort without him. So, I mean, you can't completely shit on that. Sometimes you take the ball dominant guy away and you flow better as a team.
Yeah, because everybody gets a touch.
Fact. Yeah. When you take the guy who's got to have the ball in his hands out all the time, and now you're running your sets instead of more ISOs,
I think it's different.
Better off for that.
I think it's different when you playing in a season. You seeing different teams versus when you playing in a series and you seeing that same team. Yeah. I think it works as a disadvantage for you as a team.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree, and here's why. I mean, it's a good point, and then obviously it can go that way, but I'll look at it from the other side. What's the most important thing that people always talk about in this series? Your adjustments. This is as major of an adjustment as you can make. Right. And now, as the Warriors side, you don't know what they're coming out with. You don't know what to stop. So Grizzlies could get up today because the Warriors don't know what they're doing. They don't have the blueprint on them. They don't know Ja's going to ISO. Ja's going to come off the screen. Ja's going to penetrate. Right. Those are the go-tos. You don't know their go-tos now without Ja. So there might be a little bit of an advantage tonight. And if the Grizzlies can come out hitting shots, they might be able to get a nice lead and cover that 10.5 lead.
Hey, and look, I think both of you fellas bring up great points. But here's my thing. And you kind of touched on it a little bit, Nick. Man, this Warriors team is damn near loaded from top to bottom on that roster. I mean, it's at this point that Steph and Clay don't have to get off first. They're letting Jordan Poole pretty much set the tone. And then
if we're going to talk about someone getting off first, it's definitely going to be Mel. But go on, continue.
Of course.
And Jamel, you're saying the Dylan Brooks show, and I get it. Dylan Brooks, he's talented. He's not John Morant talented, but I don't know if him, Jackson, Desmond Bane is going to be enough for the firepower that you already know is coming with Steph. You already know what Clay's going to do. Then you already know that Draymond's going to set the tone attitude-wise, and they're at home. So he's definitely going to be feeding into the crowd. Then Andrew Wiggins.
He gets ejected 11 minutes in.
Possibly, which is possible. But Andrew Wiggins averaged 20 plus points this regular season, made it as a starter in the All-Star game. And then hell, Gary Payton II isn't even playing because of his injury. So if he was there, that's another one. I mean, you look at just how Golden State is built team-wise. They're built behind at least 3 scorers in Jordan Poole, Clay, and Steph that can shoot, and everybody plays their role to their best, as perfect as possible, like Draymond. And Toscana plays his role, rebounds, play defense. And so you're talking about Golden State that plays defense and shoots the lights out. They do. I mean, that 22-5 looks good. But when you got to climb out of a 2-1 hole against a Golden State team that's, damn, I'm not saying they're the most perfectly built team, but they're as close to, damn. Even when the best players come out on the court, man, we still got to be on our P's and Q's because they'll extend the lead. So right. I don't know. Without Ja, and I get what you're saying. Because when you don't have a ball dominant player like Ja, it does open up, get everybody else opportunity to show off and do their thing, and get everybody involved. Man, that's a tough hill to climb, man.
Yeah,
tough hill to climb. How you feel about it, Big Homie?
The Warriors gonna win.
It's so simple.
That was my Kendrick Perkins reply. That was Jose. I don't even want to discuss this shit.
The Warriors gonna win this one. I mean, I just think that the way they play. I mean, yeah, you know, like Nick said, they were hot, they were shooting, but even on off nights, they still shoot efficient enough to even stay in the games they lost against Memphis.
Yeah.
Now you down your best player. So even if the Warriors shoot average, they still have enough to beat them without your best player. So I just think the Warriors. I mean, I think they'll be a little closer than everybody expect because I think Memphis gonna try to get up for this game because they don't have Ja.
Yeah. Well, because they want to prove that they can play.
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. But I think the Warriors win.
I think Mel said 15.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that's my bar. That's my minimum bar. At least by a minimum of 15. So just in case y'all didn't pay attention to that money line with Nick Shine, he said take the 10.5.
They're screaming for you to bet it. Like Vegas is just saying, hey, we're gonna make this where everyone bets it, and then it's gonna come in at 9. It's gonna be 8 or 9. That's my prediction. Honest to God, if I wanted to bet it, I would bet 8 or 9, just under, even 10. Like I would put like 3 little $5 bets on one of each. Warriors win by 8, Warriors win by 9, Warriors win by 10. It's going to be right underneath with like a cheap bad beat. I can already hear Scott Van Pelt doing tonight's bad beat. It's like the Grizzlies like just chucking a 3 up like as the buzzer sounds and hitting it, and it goes from like 12 to 9. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not like dying on this hill. It's just the prediction based off of what you've seen in the NBA throughout the years. You get a comfortable win, you don't cover, everyone makes money. And earlier Anthony said something about Westbrook and taking the wins, and I never got a chance to get the comment in, but I thought it was a great comment that Russell Westbrook is like the Harvey Weinstein of the NBA. He's like, oh, come here, baby. You want to get this win tonight? You gotta. He's just taking offers. He don't even go to the shoot around. He meets with the other team. How many bricks you want me to lay tonight?
I can't. He should be a brick mason, bro.
Right.
He's a top 75 NBA player. Like I'm a top 75 Olympic sprinter.
Oh my God. I'm still.
I try really hard.
I'm telling you, I'm still irritated.
Yeah, that bothers the mess out of me.
That he made that top 75.
There's a lot of players that I can put on there
for him
that went above him.
Yeah,
I got to give shout out to my neighbor's kid who runs around and stampedes like a horse, and that's what woke me up. So shout out to him, or else I would still be out.
Come on, Mega Horse. Come on, Mega Horse.
Yeah, he usually gets in from school like 3:35. I don't know why it took like 40 more minutes to get me up. I was smoked out. I was out cold. I told you I got diabetes, so there's sometimes like nights are awful and I can't sleep. Like I'm up every hour.
Shouldn't need a go-to with John not playing. That's just me though. No, but that's the thing, Matt. With the Warriors, it's been Clay, Steph, Jordan Poole, and then sprinkle in the other contributions from everybody else on that roster. Not just doing scoring, but defense, getting steals, rebounds, blocks. Especially Draymond being your high energy guy. Draymond is not going to kill you on the stat sheet and points, but some of the stuff that you can't put on the stat sheet, it's hard to have a guy that can match what he does and provides for your team energy wise, especially to at home. This has already been a chippy series.
Right.
This has already been a series that Cats has already been big on, but it is what it is. Let's go over to the Eastern Conference side. Man, we see that we got the Phantom of the Opera and Joel Embiid. Yesterday,
Kerry Kittles, baby. Kerry Kittles.
Your boy James Harden decided to show up.
I was like, who's that?
Who's that? Who is that? let me ask you, Nick, is that just a
throw it? I gotta take care of something. Throw it to Mel. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's what I was about to say.
So you can't wait to after the show to masturbate.
I did it twice during the show, bitch. What do you know?
Oh my gosh!
You can go blind, kid.
That's why I'm so
I see glasses.
He got protection. Safe masturbate.
So those ain't really glasses; those are goggles.
They come with windshield wipers too. Fucking asshole.
But I mean, I don't know, man. I think, like I said before about Hardy, all he needs to do is just enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now you got Embiid back. Even here's the thing too. I want to bring up before I go there too. With Embiid being there,
yeah,
he helps take some of the pressure off of Harris. He helps take some of the pressure off of what happened?
Anthony, wow. He said Harden got laid last night, so he had a great game. That boy got some pussy.
He's back with
all right, I had to
Harden.
fix my name before I address this situation.
Oh goodness!
So I
had to change my name out. You see the new name?
I see.
You're like Anthony's comment. He said that boy got some pussy last night. He had a good game.
So I think
that's why Embiid face got broken from Harden sitting on it and riding him so far.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god! All right.
Views expressed by Nick should be views expressed by everyone.
Go ahead, dog.
So I think first you got to actually look at that part too.
Mm-hmm.
Because Embiid helps take the pressure off the rest of the players.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he has just a okay game, it still helps around because he's still facilitating. He's still playing defense.
Hey.
He's still grabbing rebounds.
Yep.
A
good decoy.
And the team has to account for him.
Yes.
So he can put up, do the in and out. He can drive, they double team, he can kick it out. So you have so much more with Embiid in the game.
Just by having him there.
Just by having him there.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
So I
mean, that pick and roll is as lethal as it can be with his
Right.
athleticism and ability. Yeah, he's
right. And Harden still can pass.
Yeah.
No matter what, the hamstring is like, not allow him to blow past people like he used to, and still can pass.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this can be an anomaly with Harden.
I think it's an anomaly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I can't even talk now. Pass me.
I had to see him put it together back to back before I can say Harden's doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's been a sweep for so long.
Yeah.
He just been almost non-existent for so long. Now,
Especially
I will
this
say,
series.
I'm going to go back to my previous comments about that.
Yeah.
If he came in as the game plan as being a facilitator, being, coming down, passing, getting people open, fine.
Mm.
Then let him be his role. Now you can't play like this, like you played this time, and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
You just can't. It's time to put Miami away now. You entire the series out. Let's try to go and put Miami away.
Mm-hmm.
And so Harden needs to step up. If you can't put 2 to 2 together, then I can't really give him any credit for that. Okay, Nick. I'm sorry. Okay, Anomaly. Go ahead.
I am choosing to be Deshaun Watson, and I plead the fifth on the advice of my friend. You don't love these hoes.
I choose to be Deshaun Watson, get a reach around, but
let's be real. I mean, Harden is still capable of putting up 30-point games. He shot 6 of 10 from 3 last night, so 8-18 from the field. But those games are far and few between now. Like, maybe the addition of Embiid, he can have better games, but I don't know, man. Until he does it 3-4 games in a row, I think the jury's out because he hasn't looked well this season or last season. He's had some big games. He's had some mid to high 30s. He's hit some big shots.
Mm-hmm.
He's a shooter. he's going to be allowed to take 10 threes a game. Maybe he hits a big one. The odds are there with the volume that that you get with him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think if the Sixers are healthy, that I think that they could be the best team in the East. We thought Embiid was going to be out longer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of like wrote them off. We didn't even mention them the other day with a team that can make the finals.
Yeah, because it wasn't no point.
right.
Yeah,
it wasn't no point.
Yeah, no, 100%. So, Embiid he moves the wind needle. He's one of those players that's a huge thing when he's not there.
Anthony says a myth.
No, I mean, I agree with both of you fellas.
Matt, you can say that every show, man. That's my purpose in being here. We're not talking football, man. I'm throwing shots.
I think the only thing that I'll say is Harden was still contributing to the 76ers and more like rebounds, getting assists. He still got to watch his turnovers because I think they still got lucky yesterday. He had 6 turnovers and they lucky that they still got away with that win.
It ain't bad for him.
Well, but still,
he's had some double-digit turnover games. I'm not going to say he's as bad as Westbrook, but
he
when
can
you
get
have
up
the
there.
ball that much, you're gonna have a fail rate.
Right.
Oh yeah, yes, exactly. But my thing is that you can't have the ball in your hands and be careless. There's times where Harden and Westbrook are absolutely careless.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a difference between getting your pocket picked from a turnover or a steal and just being careless, throwing the ball away. But here's my thing, and I'm gonna go towards Embiid. So Embiid, obviously has had the injury issues early in his career.
Right.
Missed about 2.5 years to begin his NBA career. Been kind of missing time throughout his career.
Mm-hmm.
You could put him in the same category with Anthony Davis. I guess if you do the numbers, he might have missed more than Anthony Davis because he's missed literally 2.5 years to start his career. But you gotta give the man credit right now is because he's playing through injuries. And lately, this year and last year, played through injuries. I think he had the partially torn meniscus last year in the playoffs. This year, he's having the ligament in his finger.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, took the elbow to the face. He looks like the Phantom of the Opera now. And so he's playing through injuries. It's obviously you can see just his presence being there, what difference it makes.
Right.
I mean, did anybody think that if he was going to miss a good amount of time that this series be tied to?
No.
There's no way.
No.
So you got to give just him being there this presence.
Thanks, Matt.
You might not love the hoes, but Mel do.
But Mel spells it HOSE because he uses it to tie them up. Mel loves the hoes. You ain't going nowhere, bitch. You're gonna stay in this garden,
sir.
Oh,
I don't use bondage. I use pills.
Whoa, sir, you're not going to incriminate yourself on TV. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
Allegedly.
No, reel that shit back in real quick, bro.
Allegedly.
When jokes get too real.
Andy Price says, I still believe they rush him back. And I agree with you, Anthony. I think they rush him back.
It's your season.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't rush him back,
we want a title.
Yeah.
Right.
If you don't rush him back, this series is probably done.
Yeah,
this series is probably over with.
Yes.
You don't win without him last night.
No, you don't win, period, without him. I mean, I think because yesterday wasn't his first game back, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, was okay. So they
led most of the game though.
Okay, so they won one without him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they would have got one. Okay, but still,
that happens in the series.
Yeah, that happens in the series.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talked about earlier.
No, it's the second game back.
Oh, the second game back. Oh yeah, you're right. It's
game
second game back
and had 18 and 11.
Right.
Okay.
Right,
it is the game they won 99-79 in the old school New York Knicks 1990s
defense game. Yeah,
nobody scoring 100.
Yeah, so it's second game back. So so that proves our point.
Right,
you don't have Embiid in the lineup, you don't win.
Mm-hmm.
Look, James Harden is not the same James Harden as it was in Houston. If James Harden was the same Harden as it was in Houston, I would have probably had more faith that they can easily win 2 to 3 games. I don't know if they want to win the series. I mean, I still think Miami.
You had the same James Harden. You can let Embiid rest.
Yes. Yes. Good point. Good point. Great point.
And then you have a better and more healthy Embiid, especially if you got out of the series, to face your next opponent.
Probably Milwaukee. But I don't know. That series is tied 2-2.
I mean, you're down 0-2 without Embiid, and then he comes back and you're 2-0 with him. So you could see this ending in 6 as long as he stays there.
Hey, you don't need Embiid to score 40.
No,
obviously they won.
Be effective, and don't forget his presence alone, like you guys said earlier, gets other guys open shots because you have to account for him.
Right.
Matt Zorro. But I mean, let's be honest though. I mean, if Embiid just gives you double, 15 to 18 to 20 in points, at least 12 rebounds, still be there in presence. As long as he's not playing scared with the mask,
right?
Be like, oh, my thing is like, yo, they can't jack up your face no more than what it already is with the mask on.
Right,
it's going to hurt them more than anything because that mask is hard as hell. But just be there,
whatever works.
And I know everybody's asking for James Harden, and I was one of them. James Harden, you're going to have to turn back the clock, bro. We don't need 35 from you.
If I could turn back time.
But I thought about it. I think it's more James Harden gives you 20, maybe 7 to 8 rebounds. He needs to get his assist up. He needs to have at least 8 to 10 assists. And Tyronn Maxey needs to be the one benefiting the most from it.
Yeah.
Because if you still got Embiid, still trying to come back from the injury, still get acclimated back to the lineup, James Harden, if he's going to score in all those points, this is Maxey's time. I think this is his time to be the one to,
Eric Johnson, mayor of Dallas, said there can be a second team in Dallas soon with the Cowboys.
And
why?
Jerry Jones ain't gonna allow that.
But why?
Jerry Jones ain't gonna allow that. First of all, Jerry Jones about his money.
Yeah, he must not. I don't think he's talking about in Dallas itself or in Texas. I can see another team besides Houston in Texas.
No football team.
Huh?
Not no professional football team.
Well, I mean, I can see that.
Nah.
Because he's not in Dallas.
Bruh,
you go to San Antonio and get a football team.
Bruh, Jerry Jones is about his money. And I don't care if it's a USFL team. I don't care if it's an XFL team. Yo, he wants the Cowboys to be the main attraction.
Find a way to sneak
He's about money, and that motherfucker's about flying in the left lane. No breaks whatsoever. I know the other car made an illegal turn, man, but that dude was doing like 60 in the left lane. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Dupree in the car with him.
Yeah.
He said Breach reported. It's Dallas. Oh wow. I can't see that.
I'm shocked.
Like what be the purpose to have 2 teams inside the same city?
You have South America's team and the Cowboys, and then you have America's team up there.
So 2 Americas.
I've said that for years. Whenever you look at the stands there, I'm like, man, this looks like South America's team when you look at the fans in attendance.
How long have you holding on that one?
I've been using that for 20 years.
You've been holding on that one for a minute, yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. Next time they scan with that aerial camera, they scan the car. You'll be like, you know what? Nick's right. Again. Shit's getting annoying.
Oh my gosh. Again.
Well, that would be you from your like, God damn it, he's right. I don't want to admit this, but he's right.
Oh no, I already said that last time you were right. I was like, fuck, I hate when this motherfucker's right.
Just be like me. I won't never admit it.
Oh, what you on
I'll never admit it.
Mel comes out with an insult. That's his way of saying, fuck, he was right. Watch this.
Hey, he's gonna die on that hill. Never let him see you sweat.
Like,
he'll die on
that hill.
Like,
fuck her cousin. See?
So
not gonna give it up.
That's some hated shit because he be
Mel, on Saturday, I thought about you. I had the kids here, and ESPN started doing their their fantasy football is updated now that the draft is over. So you could do like a mock. So me and the kids all enter the same room. We're doing a mock. And it's like round 9 or 10, and I didn't have a quarterback yet. And I took Kirk Cousins, and I heard your voice in my head as I hit draft. Yes, I hit draft, and then it pops up like you've selected Kirk Cousins, and I heard Mel's voice go, "Man, fuck Kirk Cousins."
Hey man, I listen to all kinds of music, man. You might never know what you might hear me sing.
I don't know how the hell you started singing Cher, but
hey man,
I got there.
I like it all.
Last series in NBA, and we'll talk about that. Boston, Milwaukee, game 4 tonight. Right now, it is Milwaukee is up 2-1.
I thought you were going to give a score like they were playing on a Monday afternoon.
No. I'm saying like
what kind of
a big homie, big homie Nick Shine. How do you see tonight's game shaking out?
When they playing?
They're playing in Milwaukee.
Okay.
Fuck Boston. I mean, fuck everything. I never want to see them win.
Oh shit!
I never want to see Boston.
Jerry Jones said Dallas needs another NFL team. Wow, I'm surprised by that. I thought he wanted all the money to himself. I'm shocked by that.
He probably got something to do with the other team.
Yeah. Can you imagine him? And when they played, the camera would be on him the whole time because no matter what happens, he's happy. Fuck Jerry Jones.
Look like he's air jacking.
Right.
The shame that wasn't a dump truck cutting you off.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I forgot to hit mute before I said it. I'm sorry.
Sir. All right. So
is Dak gonna get his bear?
Yeah, I think that was it. Let me go to Detroit Mail. No, because
the symmetry in the NFL of having 32 teams, 8 divisions, 4 teams in each division,
right,
is perfect. Like, unless you're going to get rid of a franchise,
at least add 2 at a time. Why you just add just one?
Now you're going to have a team has to have a bye every week.
Right.
Hey, my thing is if
you add 2, I'm sorry. If you add 2, you don't.
Yeah, I'm saying add 2, then you even it out.
One division with 5, it throws off the symmetry of the schedule.
My thing is
in division, you play 10 games out, you play full divisions.
Mm-hmm.
Like you add 1 team, you got to add 4 teams, and even then it's thrown off.
No. You got to add 7 more teams. And if you're going to add 1 team, you might as well add another team to each division, and keep the symmetry. But
now you're watering down the league. I mean, there's a lot of players that don't deserve to be there as is.
But hold on. You could also be given opportunities for a lot of those players who are on the brink of making an NFL team, and they can get on to none of these expansion teams. So you could also be doing that. That's a possibility as well. I mean, if
I just don't see it. I don't see. I know the NFL loves their money.
Thanks, Matt.
But I don't see.
Yeah, I think it's perfect the way it is.
Like the idea is fun. But the logistics of making it a possibility instead of just an idea, I think there's too many moving parts.
The only thing I would love to see,
alone.
The only thing I would love to see is the NFL get a team like in London, Mexico, or stuff. Like they can work that logistics out. You know, I would love to see that.
I would love to see it
to Mexico. Why don't we just move the Cowboys to Mexico, move the Jaguars to London, and then everyone's happy.
Everybody's happy.
Look, I don't think it matters. You put Jacksonville over the pond, this side of the pond, they still gonna be the Jaguars. They still gonna be trash. But
it's London, so who cares?
You would hear about them more. If they were like, you barely hear about them.
Have you seen the women in London?
I mean, you got some good looking ones, and you got some wooga boogers.
It's more of the wooga boogers than it is good.
Wooga boogers.
I think the ratio is like 80-20.
Of 80% wooga boogers?
Yeah. Most Navy women look like men. Like, who's this nigga with a wig?
I'm laughing at everything but the N-bombs.
Anthony, only way I see it working is if you travel to London to play a team, is your bye week needs to be the following week. That's all.
But what if you're the team playing in London? You're going to have to come across the ocean several times.
Oh, well, I mean,
just make it work. I ain't say I knew how to make it work.
Any new
I just want to see it.
I don't think any existing owner would agree to that, to move there.
Nah,
it's fun to joke with, but what are you going to do? You're going to be in London, and then you're going to have your schedule like, all right, we play the Giants and the Philly. All right, we need those games back to back. So then when we travel here, we stay here for 9 days, and then we go home, have 2 home games. So we're home for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's the logistics.
I haven't seen the one in New Mexico. They that bad too in New Mexico.
Hey, but I will say this: they're gonna have to.
But money talks. If the money's
there, you're absolutely right.
Everyone and anyone, and not care if the money's there.
Not only money talks, but you got to look at the popularity of the NFL starting to pop up in other countries. I mean, they're now doing two games in London. Now they added the Germany game for the first time.
Right.
And I think Germany is bigger on football than London is.
Yeah, and Germany's just as big at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a Jet fan group of just guys from Germany, and it's got tens of thousands of people in it.
Yeah. And you got the Mexico game too.
Right.
So now they're having 4 international games a year. So I don't know if this is this is the trend that's going to continue, because the fan base in the Mexico of NFL is getting bigger. Fan base in London is getting bigger over NFL. Like Germany, their fan base is getting bigger.
Right.
Of football fans, and people got to remember, NFL Europe was over there for a while, so they were exposed to NFL football, style football. So I mean, American football for sure. Is it going to be as big as soccer, or they call it football? Probably not. But
no, it probably won't. But still,
it's an alternative sport.
It'll make money.
Oh, it'll make money.
Just gotta figure out the logistics. Let me tell you something. If money's there, they figure it out.
Oh yeah,
they figure it out.
Oh, trust. They all look. NFL will always make it known that they always about their paper.
Right. They
always about their paper. So that's a for sure thing. And just to close it out, we got a quick little baseball topic to talk about. I obviously I'm sitting next to a Yankee and Tigers fan. I don't know how the hell that works out. And
started with Jeter.
Oh, it's Jeter's fault.
Okay. Started with Jeter.
I mean, I can't blame him. The captain was the man. Didn't kill you with stats, but man, he was clutch. And of course, the big homie Nick being Mr. Anomaly, being a huge Yankees fan. So opposing coach that just left the stadium. I can't remember.
Was Texas Rangers coach?
Yeah, Texas Rangers manager.
Mm-hmm.
They just left Yankee Stadium and had the nerves to call the new Yankee Stadium a Little League Stadium.
What you think about that, Nick?
I was replying to an email. I'm sorry. Give me that again. I heard something minor league stadium. I was replying to an email. I'm sorry.
No, the Texas Rangers manager, I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
it's not a name worth remembering.
Yeah, he called Yankee Stadium a Little League Stadium.
When you look at right field, everyone's always said that. I mean, it's not the first or the last guy to knock the front right field porch. And when Glaber hits a walk off the opposite field and it barely clears the wall, you're going to be pissed about it. You know what? Score more runs, bitch. You only scored 1 run the whole game. How about that? And then you got shut out today, 1-0. So if it's a Little League stadium, your team sucks because you can't get any runs there.
Won't you mic drop then? Go ahead, big homie.
Well, it's like a snowball. I don't want to tip it over. It'll go over. You scored 1 run in 2 games. So shut up, bitch. It's a Little League stadium. Well, your team is a T-ball team because you can't score in a Little League stadium.
And Anthony throwing shots. He said Yankees coming to Baltimore next week. Fuck New Yorker.
I hate that. For some reason, they do not do well against Baltimore. Like when Baltimore was the worst team in baseball, I think they were 8-9 or 8-10 or 9-10 against the Yankees that year. For some reason, they just do well against the Yankees. But the Yankees pitching has been top notch, man.
If it makes
you 2-1, makes you follow it up today with a 1-0 win. Yeah. That's the difference. 1-run games are the difference from playing in a wild card and getting knocked out, or winning the division and having a series. So you got to win these games. When your offense is off or when the pitching is on, you got to find a way to win games 2-1, 1-0, 3-2. Those are season-changing wins when you look at it at the end. Now, this game ain't going to make or break the season, but the culmination of your one-run games make the difference in a season. You got to be over 500 in your one-run games because you're going to win the games when you score 8, 9, 10 for the most part, right? It's winning these types of games that will change your season and put you in a good position to possibly home field. My hand to God, Matt, I wanted to say that same thing before.
All right, so Matt, I'm gonna explain it. So obviously we know what booger sugar is. It's that sniffle. But wooga booger is a nicest way to say that.
It's a lady from London.
He's saying it's a lady from London. I'm saying it's a lady located anywhere that is like, whoa, that is not easy on the eyes.
Oh, Manchester.
I mean, she's not easy on the eyes, quite hideous, but I ain't gonna cap. I seen some wooga boogers with a fat ass and some tickle bitters.
Well, that's a whole different. That's a whole different conversation.
A whole different category.
Conversation. Have you seen the teeth of this shit,
man, bro? The dental plan over there, and oh my god,
the UK do not. They don't believe in dentists. They teeth jacked.
So pretty much, if
things Lamar tries to cut me and Mel off for, and then he throws out a statement like that, and it's allowed.
No, but it's true though. Have you seen
the women's teeth in London?
Oh my god, no, you would make a killing as a dentist.
If Austin Powers is accurate, then yes, I've seen it. If it's
Austin Powers is pretty accurate on dental, bro.
Correct, right?
Right.
It's pretty.
That movie. The only thing I know about London is Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
I'm like, what?
You're having a bag, baby.
Hey. It's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate.
Very important sports news today.
He said, London women don't shave.
I hope they do. They don't. I don't mind hair, but I don't need the whole.
Yeah, it depends on where it's at.
No,
you don't want no Chewbacca
here and eyebrows. That's it.
That's it.
Get rid of the rest of that shit.
I don't mind hair down there, as long as she ain't got no fro.
No, I'm saying like if
she got hair here.
No,
That's
that's another thing with London women. They got a goatee like you, bro.
You see a woman that got hair here, the rest of her ain't taken care of.
Right.
You look at this in the mirror all day, and you
ain't doing nothing about it.
You know that you're going into the.
Because I mean, she be like tweezers all day. Just plug it.
No, we waxing, baby. Just.
This don't shave. Ain't no worse than the woman with the razor bumps. It's like, what the hell?
Like, bitch, I ain't blind. I ain't trying to braille.
Right. The chops on the side.
Can I get a burger fries? That's a great novel you got there. What'd you say, Nick?
I said some of these women coming out with chops on the side like Triple H.
Right.
It's all about the game. It ain't playing.
So you want me to shave my whole entire face?
What man say?
You don't understand. This is the most important razor in this business.
I think he said a Little League home run wasn't out in 99% of the stadiums. Funny, because it was a home run in 26 of the other stadiums. Then the go-ahead home run Texas hit yesterday and landed in the second row, so fuck him. Bearded lady.
We're just going to say fuck him. We're not going to give him the honor that Mr. Perkins had of having his name said on the show.
Right. Speaking of bearded ladies.
London women has a better goatee than me. That's a shame. And on that note, we are coming to that time in the show that we must bid you all adieu because we got other shit to handle. We got to get back to our lives, and we got to watch sports because
get where?
Well, we got to watch sports because your boy will be on later on tonight. for the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Show, midnight, always Monday through Thursday.
Right.
So definitely check me out there. Depending on if the big homie Nick Shine smokes himself to sleep or not, he'll probably join me or not.
I'm gonna be up till like 8 o'clock in the morning because I just literally took a 3-hour power nap. I was up early this morning. Matt and I were texting this morning, and then he said something. I was like, man, I just smoked myself into a nap. He's like, bro, that's like wasting a high. I'm like, no, I use this as a sleep enhancer, bro. I'm out. I'm like, I set the alarm, but I guess I didn't. So the alarm never. I said, hey Siri, set my alarm for 3:30. And
that's a good question.
Go at 3 a.m.
Anthony asked, are we going live for Thursday night for the NFL schedule? I don't know if I'll go live for the schedule, but I definitely will be discussing it on Thursday night, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl, because it is that time of the year that everybody starts marking calendars, what games they want to go to, what games they want to see as the NFL schedule is released. We'll definitely be talking about that on Thursday's show. But come back now, y'all. You're here. Come back and come kick it with us Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On behalf of the Anomaly Big Homie Nick Shine, the man with the plan, Detroit Mail.
Can I throw something out before you sign off? Hey, anybody out there? I got a Jets fan page. It's called Proud New York Jets Fans. You can catch me there too. We discuss everything and anything. It's kind of like we do here. If something comes up in the chat, we'll discuss it. And I would appreciate the support. You don't ever have to watch a video, but just throw me a sub. I would appreciate it. It's called Proud New York Jets Fans. No making fun of the name. All right, sign off before they can make fun of it.
Yes, definitely go support the big homie Nick Shine, Proud New York Jets Fans. Another piece that is under the I.O.W. umbrella. Unfortunately, who really cares about Jets fans? But we'll throw support. They ain't got a. I'm fucking with you, Nick. Y'all come back.
I know how you roll. I don't pay when you get me and I sit here quietly. That means you got me. So I just got to take my medicine.
But no, y'all come back now. Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, episode 151. Come check us out for that episode. Until then, it's been real. Chucking up the deuces. Peace. Bye, guys.